Okay, we have two questions for you today. That is, first is why do we meditate?
Yes.
And the second one is how do I prepare for a meditation?
Okay.
First one.
So
Why?
So the why to me is very straightforward. It's going to be that we meditate to feel grounded. We meditate to have focus on what we're thinking, how we're feeling, what's the action to take. We also meditate.
What is the grounded? What do you mean?
So it's interesting. Meditation in itself is a grounding tool, meaning that it helps us to feel calm. So in the image of grounding, I always think of the earth and being really nurturing and being tender and kind, receiving, right? So
the
that
connection?
Grounding connection. Yes, nice word. I like connection. Yes. So we're feeling connected. So grounded is we're feeling connected. Our thoughts are not all over the place, and we don't feel scattered or frazzled. Everything's falling apart. We're just mindful. Mindful of what? Mindful of what we're thinking, mindful of what we're feeling, mindful of the action to take, mindful of the words that we're going to say. That type of, so that to me is grounded. Grounded means you know what's happening with yourself, and hopefully from within, then you can look out externally what's happening around you. That's a grounded feeling. That's a grounded.
I have the idea that people look for, or we look for meditation when we feel anxious, or
yes, it's a good time to look for it. It's a good time to choose meditation. There's the anxious. The anxious is obvious. It does help us to feel more calm, more peaceful, more. Because really, the opposite of anxious is what I think of like a lazy river. When you're just going down the stream and you're just floating. If you enjoy floating on the water,
yes.
So it's a good thing to reach for. Meditation when you're feeling anxious, when you're feeling overwhelmed, when you're feeling that enough is enough, right? It's a nice tool to reach for.
So the second part is how do I prepare for that?
So let's take it from you're feeling anxious, things feel overwhelmed. The two things that I like to talk about, which I share in my book, is setting an intention and the tone, right? So the intention is where you want to end up. It's the outcome. What do you want to have happen from this meditation? You're feeling frazzled, anxious, you don't know what to do, overwhelmed. The meditation, by the end of the meditation, you should feel more connected, like we talked about connection, more aware of what you're thinking in terms of what's the action that I should take. Because if you're anxious and you take action,
you're looking for an action to take.
You're looking for an action to take with the feeling of being so anxious and overwhelmed. Because it's sometimes the feeling of being anxious and overwhelmed, you don't know what to do. You can't make a decision. You're indecisive. A lot of it is that kind of, I don't know what to. How can I manage this? Whatever it is, how can I manage this? Right?
Yes, we know so good.
Yes.
That feeling,
that feeling of how can I manage this? So with setting the intention, I think of it when I was doing my offering yoga classes, and so we set the intention of what's going to happen at the end of this class. So the class could be half an hour, could be 90 minutes, but what's the intention? The intention is that we are going to feel more at peace. Or the intention could be, give me an example. What's an intention that...
Oh, well, I doubt about the decision I have to, something at work, I want to change my job because I'm not feeling comfortable at work.
Okay. So let's say you show up at the class and you're having issues with work, right? By the end of the class, you have the clarity of the decision you're going to make, which is, okay, I actually don't have a plan yet, and I'm going to create a plan as to how am I going to leave the job. I know that's a pretty big one, but the intention is that by the end of the class, you're not feeling like you're trapped. Because that feeling of not knowing what to do, we feel trapped, we feel cornered, we feel like our back is up against the wall, and that tends to lead to feeling hopeless or hopelessness. We think we are unable to change the situation. So that intention of just feeling more peaceful, more calm, being able to make a decision, we end the class where you have hope, where you have some type of direction, right? Yes.
Okay, no, I like that for intention. It's pretty clear for me.
Yes.
Now you talk about tone.
Yes. So I'm going to just, before we go over to the tones, I'm going to take it back to the meditation and say, by the end of the meditation, you're going to feel clearer about a decision. You're going to be ready to maybe take action. Or it's just that from a personal relationship standpoint within yourself, you know that this is your truth. Your truth is, I need to make a decision. I might not be ready to make a decision, but that meditation of 1 minute, 5 minutes, half an hour, by the end of it, even if it's just for you, there's no reward or anything to do the meditation, it's just you getting clarity as to the fact that, yes, what's the intention that I want here is, I want to be able to make a decision. And I want to make sure that I'm comfortable with the decision, right? So you're asking about
tone, because you said, okay, we have to, how I prepare, I have to set the intention,
set an intention
and the tone. The intention, I get clear, is the outcome that I am expecting for.
Yes, yes.
Now, the tone. What is the tone?
The tone, what I like with tone is like music. Tone is the do, re, mi, fa, like you're saying a note. It's that type of what's the thing with music? It's major and minor, yes, right? Yeah. So the tone is the emotions. So we can start with a tone. A tone that we want to have is that this is going to be a calm or peaceful moment. The emotion that we want to. What happens when we're listening to music? We feel happy. We feel excited.
We can change the mood.
Exactly, right?
Yes, so the ambience, the atmosphere.
Yes. So why I differentiate it's because I'm going into my meditation, I feel ungrounded, I don't know what to do. I need to make a decision, what's going on. So I set the intention. By the end of this meditation, I'm going to know what I have some clarity with my decision. I also need to kind of be really assertive with the emotion that I want. I want to feel really calm. I want the tone of this, so it's the quality of the moment to feel peaceful. It doesn't mean I'm going to feel peaceful. This is the structure we're preparing, just like we're getting ready to go on we're going to go traveling somewhere where
you plan.
We plan. It's a plan. It's part of the plan. So part of the planning is that we set a tone, and the tone can be we can choose, the tone is going to be happy. And sometimes to set that tone of happiness, personally, I'm going to listen to a little bit of music. Yeah, I was
thinking about that. You choose the music sometimes to change your mood.
Yeah. Or you can choose an image. But it's not that it's a visualization process, even though visualization could be part of your meditation, but we're just talking about the structuring. What are we doing? We're going to set a tone, we're going to set an intention, and that tone relates to the emotions that we want to have on our meditation process. Right?
I love that. Okay. Okay. I have more questions, but it's going to be part of the next video.
So thank you. What are the things we're supposed to do here? So my name's Ingrid from wellness2go.ca. I've written a book called Creating Sacred Space, The Journey to Self-Healing and Living the Life of Your Dreams. I talk about setting the tone and intention with the Sacred Space meditation. And subscribe. Hit the button below. That's what people are saying. And we're going to continue the conversation.
Okay.
Yes?
Okay. Great.
Yes.
Great.
So
thank you.